bring the wonder.
So our daughter, Charlotte Louise, was born on Monday, the 13th of June, 1994. Love Is All Around by Wet, Wet, Wet was appropriately at #1 in the charts, and it was actually the hottest day of that year. I think it was about 32 degrees when you were born. She weighed just 5 pounds and 6 ounces. She was tiny, and she looked actually very, very frightened when she was born. And she was so quiet, which is actually the first and only day I've ever known that in living memory. Because for those of you who don't know Charlotte quite as well as many of you do, you ought to know she's a proper chatterbox and can talk for England. She sort of breezed through school really, and took everything in her stride. Now we don't say this enough, and we certainly don't say it publicly, but we're incredibly proud of her for all that she does and for all that she has achieved. She has grown into the lovely, confident, happy, and beautiful woman you see today. So how did Charlotte and Jack meet? Well, despite both being at Oxford Brookes University at the same time, their paths, as far as they knew, never crossed. And it wasn't until May 2018 that Jack plucked up the courage to message Charlotte, having seen a picture of her with their mutual friend and bridesmaid today, Cecily. They met, and the rest, as they say, is history. Now, as a dad, and some of you will relate to this, I'm sure, you can be accused of being overly protective of your daughter, and I'm certainly no different. Hands up. However, I did work out eventually that I needed to stop worrying about her meeting the wrong person and focus my worry on her meeting the right partner. So when I was first introduced to Jack, I was thrilled. He's a dad's dream. He was lovely, he's polite, he's well-mannered, he's a Captain Sensible, if you like. We warmed to him immediately, and that relationship has grown over the years, and we love him dearly.
Silence. You are the
Charlotte Louise, I give you this ring as a sign of our marriage. With my body I honour you. All that I am I give to you. And all that I have I share with you.
Jack Alfred Thomas, I give you this ring as a sign of our marriage. With my body I honour you. All that I am I give to you. Within the love of God, Father, Son and Holy Spirit.
Okay. Charlotte and Jack have given their consent. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
You're a picture, and every piece seems to fall into place. You're the moment when I know that I will never be the same.
I want to thank everybody for coming today and sharing our special day with us, and for all of your generous gifts, with particular thanks to those who have travelled a long way to be here. It really does mean everything to us to have all of our favourite people here with us today, so thank you. As Dave has touched on, Charlotte and I met in what can only be described as a classic modern day love story on Instagram. Our mutual friend Cecily posted a picture of Charlotte on her Instagram, and I messaged Cecily instantly asking who her friend was. After weeks of pestering Cecily to set me up with Charlotte to no avail, I finally took matters into my own hands and plucked up the courage to message Charlotte. After much thought of what my charming, witty and clever opening line would be, I finally settled on, "Hi Charlotte, how are you?" Now it seemed to work as she agreed to go on a date with me, although she was half an hour late to the bar we were supposed to meet at, which is something I've not let her forget. Now when Charlotte did eventually arrive, it's fair to say we got on like a house on fire. We talked and laughed for hours on a warm May evening by the Thames, and I remember thinking that I never wanted the date to end. Afterwards, as I watched Charlotte walking away, I couldn't quite believe I'd just been on a date with someone so beautiful inside and out. I texted all my friends on the way home about what a great time we had and how excited I was that Charlotte planted a kiss on me at the end of the date. I was truly head over heels. On that first date, I felt lucky to even be seen with you. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be able to marry you. I promise to always be the best husband I can be. I promise to always show up, and I promise to always make you laugh. Your smile lights up the world, and I promise to never let that light go out. Someone once asked me if I believed in soulmates, and I said no. But that was before I met you, Charlotte. You truly are my soulmate. And we are perfect together in every way. You are the person I was meant to marry. The love we have is like a fairy tale, and this is just the start of our story. I can't wait for a lifetime of making more memories with you. And with that, please join me in one final toast to my wife, Charlotte Louise Dewing.